Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we will be trying out the new Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching because girl, I was scared. I don't like powder. I don't like powder. But if you want to see my thoughts on these powders by Rihanna, then keep on watching. So I picked up two shades. I picked up my original shade and then I picked up a darker shade because listen, we don't play with powders. We do not play with powders and we're not trying to be ashy. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get my shade, which is 410, and then I'm gonna get a dark shade. And to be honest with you, me looking at these shades, they actually look a little bright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the powder puff like what we used to use. Well, not we, child, we ain't that old. Well, my mother used to use back in the days. And it's so crazy, like my mom and my grandma, their powder puffs used to smell so good. Like as a kid, I used to like sniff their powder puffs. This is supposed to be my shade and it does not look good. It comes off really smooth though. Like, okay, and we're just, ooh. Oh, you see that? Oh my god, wait, did y'all just see that? I wasn't expecting that. It looks, I've actually never in my adult life used one of these things to put on makeup. I thought I was gonna look ashy, but I'm telling you y'all, Rihanna gets it every single time. Like, look at that. And it's so crazy because when you look at it like this, it looks really light. So I thought it was gonna be like, you know, yes, like it's so crazy because I did not know what to expect. I actually saw on Fenty Beauty page when somebody asked if they can put concealer on it and somebody said you would put the concealer before. Listen, we're gonna put the concealer after and then we probably put a little bit more powder. We're just gonna try to see how this works. Listen y'all, I'm new to this. I don't think I've ever worn powder foundation ever in my life. So the most I'll do is I'll put on some MAC Mineralizer Skin Finish, and then if I don't feel like doing like a full face of makeup, but I literally never used like powder foundation before, so I like it. And this is the Pat McGrath. I really played myself coming on camera with my lace looking like this. I played myself to the max. But it is what it is. This foundation, I think it's like $36. And they do have it in store in Sephora. Or on Sephora website. I just decided to go in store and pick it up because I had to go to Sephora anyways. So I just decided to pick it up in store. Sephora is just like so lame right now. Like I really hate it. And it's so crazy because Sephora used to be my favorite place on earth. I'm not even gonna lie. Sephora is giving me MAC vibes right now. Like when I used to go to MAC, I already know what I want. Like I don't browse around, check out nothing new. I just be like, let me get this, this, and that, and I'm out of there, right? That's how I do MAC. But it's like, no, that's how you gotta do Sephora too. Because it's like, there's nothing. Like you can't test nothing, you know. Really suck. But what can you do? How do y'all wear powdered foundation? Do y'all put on concealer over your powder foundation? Because I mean, I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? But I feel like the purpose of powder foundation is kind of for like a easy on the go. Like I don't feel like it's for like a full beat. Or if you have like super oily skin, you can put on the powder and then put on what is it called? Put on liquid foundation. Because a lot of times if you have like oily spots and you don't want your makeup to crease, then you can put like powder by the side of your lips. Like I know a lot of people makeup crease right here. So you can put on a little bit of powder and then put on your liquid foundation, and I promise you it's not gonna move. Like I crease right here because I have like a permanent resting bitch face. I used to like crease right here a lot. So I like really hate it. But sometimes like I put some powder on it when I really want my makeup to last. I put powder down first and then put on my foundation and it doesn't go anywhere. If I put the powder foundation on top of my concealer, it's gonna, you know, blend everything together. So we're just gonna proceed like we would our normal foundation routine. And this look is supposed to be super natural, so we're not going to do a lot with the eyes, although we never really do a lot with the eyes anyways. I feel like there's something working on my lashes. Like, y'all can't see them, y'all, but my lashes are growing. So we're going to put on a little bit of this Huda Beauty eyeliner. That's thick. That's a thick line. And this is the Huda Beauty, what is it? Life Liner, child. Yeah, it's really good. Like, it's super black. And then it dries down matte, so we really love that. Oh my god, you know what I think? I think because I have not been going out a lot and I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup. And I haven't been wearing a lot of lashes, so I think that's why my lashes are growing. Yeah, because this year, I literally haven't been wearing a lot of false lashes. And then I tried this whole thing where I was doing lash extensions, and child, that was just a whole mess because I did love them, but it was costing me too much, like too much. So like every month I was paying like $350 on my lashes because I have to pay to get them done, which was like almost $200 to get them done, and then I have to go get the fill-in, which is like 100 plus. And it's like, I just was like, no. And then it wouldn't last too. Like, it would last, I would say, the most a week. And then it would start falling out like crazy. So I had to like cut that out because, child, that's a whole car payment. We're not doing all that. If they were lasting, then okay. Like, if it would last, but it was just too much to make. Like, it's just, it's very, very high maintenance. Like, it's just too much to maintain. Like, it just does not last long enough. Like, if it would last the whole 2 weeks, then okay. But then you get in this awkward stage where it's like your lashes are falling out. You can't wear lash extension because you can't wear lash strip because then you'll end up ripping out your lashes. And then this eye only have 2. This one has 3. And you just have to walk around looking crazy until you go get the fill-in again. So it's just like too much. So I was just like, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. So I think that's what it is. And I haven't been wearing lashes this whole year because I barely went out. So I think that's why my lashes are growing. Yes, because I'm like, why are my lashes growing? Like, I'm not used to seeing myself with lashes because, child, I'm like bald lashed. So I'm like, okay, they're growing, child. Okay, so I'm gonna put on a little bit of powder. I'm gonna put on a little bit of the Huda powder. I'm not gonna let it sit because, you know, but I'm just gonna put down a little bit just so it can, like, you know, brighten up under the under eye a little bit. So, and y'all, if this is not how y'all wear powder foundation, that's not my problem. Don't come for me. This is how I wear it. So, you know, then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of mineralizer skin finish, and this is a lot of powder, child. It's a lot. Some mineralizer skin finish and just like blend this in a bit. And to be honest with you, this powder isn't necessarily needed because the concealer that I use, it feels like it was super matte, so it kind of dried down anyway, so you don't really need to use it. And I feel like once the concealer dries down and blends in with the powder under your concealer, like, it ain't going nowhere, child. I don't think so. I mean, where's it gonna go? Nowhere. All right, so now that that's blended, we're just gonna go in with bronzer because we still need bronzer. And I know y'all might think that's a lot of powder stuff, that's a lot of layers, but it's really not. It's not. If you put it on right, you're gonna look fine. And it's not like I'm caking it on, so you're not gonna look like a cake face, because I'm like literally just like, you know, put in the bare minimum. I feel like this brush, I use it for so much, so I feel like it has a little bit of blush on it. I feel like this is why my bronzer look the way it does, because it has a little bit of blush on it, because I feel like I use this one brush for everything. But this brush right here, the Kat Von D No. 4 brush, it's just a lifesaver. Like, it's just, I just use it for everything. So we're gonna put on a little bit of blush, just a little bit. Rudolph who, bitch? Rudolph who? Now we're gonna put on some highlighter. I haven't bought a highlighter in years, because the only highlighter that I really like is the Amrezy and Anastasia highlighter, and it's just so hard to get a hold of that one. So this is what I use, and this one gives me kind of like the same consistency, so I really like it. And then for the lips, we're gonna go in with Makeup Forever Limitless Brown. I really love this brown pencil. It's a shade up from Chestnut and a shade down from Cork, and it's so crazy because I was looking for a medium shade, a shade in between, because sometimes I felt like Cork was a little too light and then Chestnut was a little too dark. So I feel like this one right here, the Makeup Forever Limitless Brown, just comes right in between that. And this goes on really good. Like, look at that. This goes on really good. This really could be a look. And then I'm gonna go in with my favorite lippy. This is the, what is it, Rare Beauty Brave. So yeah, this is Brave, and I freaking love this so much. So I'm just gonna tap it on. I love this. All right, and then finally, we're gonna go ahead and spray the face because, child, that was a lot of powder, so we gotta spray, you know, so we could do something. So. This is the finished look. Like, this looks great. Like, I think it looks good. It doesn't look powdery. It doesn't at all. Like, does it look powdery to you? No, it doesn't, because Fenty don't do powdery. What do I think about these? Like, I really do love them. Here's the thing when it comes to powder. So when you pick this up, you will be shocked, because look at this. Does this look like me? No, it doesn't. I'm dark. This is yellow and I'm dark. So here's the thing. Whenever you pick this up, it's gonna look scary. And I also remember once I picked up a powder and it looked orange, and I wanted to get it so I could use it as a bronzer, and then when I swatched the powder, it was like pretty much black, but it was yellow. It looked yellow. So whenever you get powder, like when you put it on, it comes out a little darker. So don't be scared to pick it up. It may look like it's not your shade, but just get it, because, child, or get an extra one like I did. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get a darker shade just in case, because this shit, child, was just looking a little too light for me. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be out here looking crazy. So I picked it up, but it still actually came out to match my skin perfectly. So I didn't need to use the darker shade, really. So I think that's like really good. And it came out looking like, you know, like when I put it on, it literally looked like, it looks airbrush. It looks flawless. Like, all right, so this is the finished product, and I freaking love it. Like, it looks good. I'm really disappointed in things that Rihanna come out with. Like, usually I'm like, it's either for me or it's not, but it's never, like, I know what's for me. Like, I don't be getting everything that she dropped, because some things I'm like, child, I know I'm not gonna like that. Like, I know it's not for me, so I just don't get it. But usually whatever I get, I just usually love it. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I mean, if you made it this far, why not? Like, what do you have to lose at this point? Like, child, you done wasted how many minutes of your life, child? Might as well just subscribe and come back for more. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.